Take a look at this. An insane sandstorm hits Utah, killing at least 8 people, injuring more than a dozen. And this is nothing right here. Wait till you see some of the other photos and videos from this sandstorm and the wrecks that were caused by it. If you've never driven through a sandstorm, here's an example of what that experience can be like. The visibility is nothing. It's zilch, and you're driving through what is probably on level with a Category 5 hurricane. Out the windshield of your vehicle, you can barely see the headlights from oncoming cars. All it takes is for one person to slam the brakes and cause a chain reaction accident that ends up creating devastation that looks like this. A truck smashed up there. As you'll see, there's more and more of this as we go down this road. An SUV, a vehicle with the rear end smashed, 2 trucks smashed into each other, a semi all smashed up. Look at the damage there. I mean, now we've got some real catastrophes going on in this line of vehicles. And it looks nice and clear now, but it certainly wasn't when this sandstorm hit. This drags out for quite some time as we go down this road and see more and more of these vehicles that were indeed involved in this sandstorm crash in Utah. Here's an idea of the scope that we're looking at here. Let me get out of the way so you can see. And you have a couple of vehicles really, truly damaged heavily right here, even some out of frame on this side. And then it stretches back with at least 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 semis that were involved in this crash. It's unbelievable. And there's some more footage. Here's one of the reports from Fox 13 in Utah talking about this dust storm fatal pileup.
That crash happened just before 5 p.m. this evening, right near milepost 152. That's between the Meadow and Kanash exits. Here's a firsthand account from someone who says they barely escaped that
Listen to this.
My car barely squeezed right through, and it was just open enough where we could squeeze through and keep driving on the dirt.
After the semi crashed into the car right beside us, you just kept hearing more crashes.
As of last
Look
check,
at that.
UHP says you should expect closures well into the night.
Unbelievable devastation from an accident like this. And yes, there was at least 7, according to NPR, but they're wrong on the actual fatality number. They say a 20-car pileup in this sandstorm, and it happened near Interstate 15 in the town of Kenosha. And if you look over here, here's Channel 4 ABC in Utah with a more accurate number where you'll see authorities are outlining what they believe happened during a series of crashes on Sunday, leaving 8 people dead, including some children. Utah Highway Patrol says in addition to the 8 people killed, 10 people were transported to area hospitals. 3 of those people are in critical condition. All others transported had non-life-threatening injuries. 5 of the 8 people killed were in one vehicle alone. 5 of the 8 people were in one vehicle alone, 2 in another, and 1 was in a third vehicle. 4 killed were adults, and 4 were under the age of 15 years old, leaving a total of 22 different vehicles involved in the crash. And you see just absolutely a devastating scenario that has compiled itself here on the street in Utah. And the damage could have been even worse than it was, but unbelievable scenes here out of Utah. Have you ever driven in a dust storm, in a sandstorm, and been caught up in anything like this? If so, what was your experience like? And from your experience, what's the best way to handle something like this if anybody faces it? Just pretty crazy to be caught up in that. If you're new around here, hey, hit the share button if you want to spread this around with your friends. If you're looking for videos just like this every single day, Facebook.com/TheNewsJunkie, hit that follow button. Over on YouTube.com/TheNewsJunkie, hit subscribe. Appreciate you watching this video as always, and we'll talk to you again real soon.